this channel has sponsors that really want to go out there to help people, okay, but it's going to be one at a time, okay. So my sponsor has promised that at the end of that 1 year, whoever does well, or a couple of people according to them that will do well, will be getting grants from them. So mine is, I need you to encourage me, okay, to continue with what I am doing. I want them to see that, okay, I'm adding value, right? All you need to do is stay tuned to this channel, keep watching. If I have always told you, if someone tells you, oh, you can't learn sewing online, tell the person that Mama Chi said that's not correct. There are 1,000, I'll keep telling you, there are 1,000,001 channels on YouTube you can watch and do better, and this is just one of it. The only difference between those channels and this one is that we will, at the end of the day, be giving back to the society, okay. So stay tuned to this channel, watch all the videos, and get prepared for your physical test at the end of 1 year, where our grants will be given out, okay. And once in a while we'll be doing giveaway. My birthday is actually coming up on the 23rd. Stay tuned for my giveaway, okay. I'm going to be giving back to the society for all that God has done in my life. He's been a powerful God, he's been a good God, okay. So let's go right into the tutorials. Hey beautiful people, so it's our class one more time this evening, okay. So today we'll be drafting the back of our Unyodogo blouse, okay. In the other day we drafted the front, and today we'll be drafting the back pattern, okay. The reason for me dividing it is so you could practice. Please, anytime a video is uploaded, do well to practice it. Look for a paper, look for a calendar to practice it, okay. Whatever we put on the channel here, please do well to practice. Now today we'll be working on the back pattern, and as you can see on the screen, you are seeing the back bodies, the different styles you can choose. You can make it deep, you can make it a little bit low, you can make it keyhole, you can put different types of design. And actually the back, why I concentrated on the front before, initially in the initial video, is because it's the front that is more technical. The back has little or nothing to really do about it, okay. So now before we start, we are going to insert our 1 inch border line, which we have done that, okay. If you are my subscriber, you should know by now that I don't do anything on pattern paper without inserting this border line. This border line is very, very key, because that is where the shoulder allowance is going to be. Most times people don't put it, but that is where their mistakes comes from, okay. So in this one, we have added the border line. Now because we are working on the back pattern, every madam blouse has a zip at the back, a zipper at the back. So we are going to be inserting our zipper allowance. Got our 2 inches allowance for our zipper allowance, and then we connect like so. We connect it like so, okay. So the next thing for us to do is to place our front pattern, okay. Now in cutting out our back pattern, okay, remember that because we were practicing on the basic bodies, we ended our front pattern at 16 inches. Now if you are ending it at 16 inches, that means you are adding peplum to it, okay, or you are attaching something to it. But if it's this old madam blouse you are making, you have to come down 25 inches, to come down by 25 inches. The reason you are coming down by 25 inches is so that the person can be able to tie wrapper on it. Come down by 25 inches or even more than that, okay, or even more than that. So now this is our basic body pattern. This is our basic pattern for the front. I will still want to end it here so as not to confuse us, okay. But whatever we do here, you can actually extend it down, okay. So now this is we are working on our back pattern. This is the front pattern, right? we will be needing this dart that was removed here, but we won't be needing this much because this is the back. Okay, so we are going to come in by, first of all, let's mark, we'll mark our our lines so we'll be able to see well. Okay, we'll mark our lines. We have marked it. Now we are going to be on this under bust line. We are going to be coming in by 1/2 inch. Okay, we'll come in by 1/2 inch here. The same thing is what we are going to do on the waist. The same thing is what we are still going to do on the waist. Now let's assume that you're actually making the madam blouse. You take it down. The thing is, there's no special technicality to madam blouse. It's still the same thing you cut in other styles that has breast pad that you are still going to cut here. The only difference between madam blouse and any other cloth is that madam blouse is padded heavily. Okay, and most times you don't really need, is the padding that gives the structure, that makes it looks like, oh, it's something special. Okay, but ordinarily is a normal off shoulder or normal princess dart or normal shoulder dart that is being used. Okay, so there's nothing special to it. That's what I want you people to know. Okay, so you come in by 1/2 inch here, come in by 1/2 inch here. Okay, that is because the number of that was removed here, we don't really need it because we are working on the back pattern. Okay, so now we'll mark here. Okay, we mark that place. Now we trace out our pattern this way. Trace it out. You trace it all round. Like I said, if you are making madam blouse and you want to extend it to 16 inches, this is where you add it. But I still want to maintain this one that we are cutting now. Okay. We'll remove it. Are you seeing what we just did now? So what you are going to do, remember we marked here. Look at what I did so you don't get to make mistake. This place is a little bit confusing if you do not pay attention to it. Okay, this is what I did. When you get to that shoulder dart, okay, when you know here we came in by 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. Okay, now on getting to this place, just mark the edge of this side. That's all. You remove it. Mark the edge and you remove it. Okay, now you place your ruler like so and connect that place you marked. Connect it to this bust point that you marked. Connect to this place too. Connect to this place too. Now you come over to this place. You connect to this place. You now still connect to this place. You connect to that place. Now, if you will remember something, remember that when we were placing the front pattern, when we were cutting the front pattern, I'm just trying to show you, it's taking time because this is a tutorial. Had it been I'm the one cutting it now, it won't take me 30 minutes. So you need to understand it. When you understand it and you keep practicing, it becomes very easy for you. Okay, so remember that when we were cutting our front pattern, because we cut out that here, because we cut out that here, we added that 1 inch here. Okay, but this is the back and we are not needing that 1 inch. Look at what we are going to do. We don't need that 1 inch. Look at what we are going to do. We place our tape like so and mark 1 inch backwards. Okay, that's all. because we are going to be eliminating that 1 inch, we do not need it. We do not need that 1 inch, so we want to eliminate it. You use your ruler to create another armhole and you blend it out. Okay, that means we have removed that 1 inch that was here. Okay, now whatever you want to choose as your neckline, there's no problem. Neck depth, there's no problem. But remember that on the front part, when we were cutting out that front pattern, when we were creating design, we said we are eliminating the whole shoulder and leaving only 2.5 inches. That's that 2.5 inches. Okay, we said we are eliminating the whole armhole and leaving only 2.5. Please go back and follow that tutorial, that video. Follow it carefully, you will understand. Now this is where our new shoulder starts from, because the blouse we are cutting has shoulder. Okay, the blouse we are cutting has shoulder. Now it now depends on the shoulder we want to choose. Okay, and I'm choosing to make my shoulder deep. Not really deep, but deep. So I want to make my shoulder at least 7 inches deep, and I want it to come like this and like this. So 7 inches deep is somewhere around here. Now I will use my ruler Are you seeing it? If you follow the instruction, you won't have any problem. So now this is your pattern for the back. This is now your pattern for the back, and you are going to cut it out now. Remember to put your ½ inch allowance, then you cut out now. Remember to notch. So that you know, give it a perfect match. So this is your back pattern, guys. Okay, let's cut it out. Remember this is what pattern does for you. It helps you manage your material. Our material is on fold. Okay, our material is on fold this way. Anything we are cutting is going to be on fold. Now we place it like so, and place it like so. Remember to leave 1 inch allowance by this side, at least 1 inch allowance. Okay, then we cut out. We'll cut it out. So now we are done cutting. Okay, now we are done cutting. So guys, this is our blouse. Okay, this is our blouse. This is the zipper allowance. Okay, now this is the other side. Okay, now to be on the safer side, always notch. Now I'm going to be notching this area. I notch the area where I have the sharp curve. Okay, so if we open it up, this is our blouse. Okay, so now this is the back. You will gum stay. Now the stay that you are gumming depends on how thick you want it. Okay, remember that the front part we didn't glue it. Whatever I'm doing on this video, I just want to manage our data. I understand that times are hard. I'm trying to see how we can manage. So when we open up the our cutout pattern, this is how it looks like. So it's now for you to use your stay. Okay, you will cut out the lining exactly what you did for the front pattern is what we are going to be doing here. You cut this out the way it is in 3-piece. Okay, you cut it out. This is the zipper allowance. You cut it out this way, and exactly how the way you cut out this one is the way you are going to cut the lining. Okay, now when you cut the lining, you are going to iron your stay to it, the back side, iron your stay again to the lining back side. Then when you are done, you join it. Okay, when you join it, you will now use the lining to turn this front pattern. Okay, and that will just be it. So let me go to the sewing machine now and join it, and I will be going the stay to it now. Take it to the sewing machine to join it and show you what I mean. Okay, so I have glued it. This is the way you are still going to glue the lining. Then you join it. I have joined it, and this is our finished product. Okay, so this is our finished product. This was the front part we made the other day. Okay, so now we are going to be joining it back to back. That is after we have turned each one with lining. So you can see everything aligned, the shoulder aligned, everything aligned. Okay, so guys, as a beginner, this is all you need to know. If you like, you gum stay on this one, but personally I will only gum stay on the lining and use it to turn it. It will still give you the same structure. Where you have to gum both front and back is this one, because this one does not have any padding on it. So you gum this material, you gum the lining and use it to turn it. Then after you have turned both the front and back with your lining, then you now join it. Guys, let me know in the comment section if this tutorial was helpful. Okay, and if possible, let me see your practical. Currently I have a masterclass ongoing, so in 6 months time we'll be finishing with the masterclass. Then we can take extra masterclass, but for now we are just doing the beginners freshers course. That's what we are doing here now, beginners freshers course. With what we are teaching you here, you are getting yourself prepared to go into the main sewing proper. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. In the next video we'll be making beautiful collar for shirts, so stay tuned for that video. It will be uploading tomorrow. The video is ready, they are just editing, so it will be uploaded tomorrow. See you guys. Greater heights by the grace of God.